Welcome to Niger Delta Today, a program that spotlights the latest developments in the Niger Delta region while also showcasing the unique culture of the Niger Delta people. Of course, in the course of the program, we will be looking at the challenges facing the region while interacting with industry experts on possible solutions. I am Sifon Ode.
And I am Jochebed Ibanga. On today's edition, first we'll look at Shaibu, who has resumed duty in Edo State amidst electoral preparations. Then, 60 million Arewa and Niger Delta youths back Akwa. Esther Jack appointed head of service by President Tinubu. APP Secretariat in Rivers bombed, probe begins. First off, we're going to start with the misinterpretation and misconceptions that has accompanied the statements made by the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, at the NDDC Executive Management Engagement with Niger Delta ethnic nationalities 2 days before the End Bad Governance protest, where some Nigerians thought that the comment made by the President of the Senate at the meeting lacked empathy and mischief makers seized the opportunity to misinterpreting the facts. To set the record straight and reaffirm their support to the leadership of the Senate and Chairman of the National Assembly, Senator Godswill Akpabio, over 60 million northern youths under the aegis of Arewa Youth Consultative Movement condemned the strong terms the call for the resignation of performing leaders just because they are Southerners. Now, the Niger Delta youths, on the other hand, wasted no time in raising alarm over the purported impeachment plans, wondering why an innocent statement should be so misinterpreted. Let's take a look.
We are aware that some mischief makers are trying to make a meal of an informal remark made by the Senate President while he was addressing his kinsmen in Port Harcourt during this recent national protest, wherein he advised his children, his younger ones, to sit at home and enjoy themselves rather than engage in violent protests and destroy a country that is desperately needing survival and growth. Any attempt to attack, to malign, or impeach the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, will be met with serious consequences.
Is a wrong fight. An attempt to move for the impeachment of Senator Akpabio, or an attempt to ridicule the name Senator Akpabio over this issue, we will not take it and we will reject it accordingly.
Niger Delta, where Akpabio is coming from, is the gold that lays the golden egg. And as such, any attempt to try to embarrass or impeach him or remove him from office, we have agreed it shall be vehemently resisted.
We in the Niger Delta choose not to, because we know that the efforts of government is yielding results. We in Akwa Ibom, we have a responsibility to protect the interests of our own, and that is the Senate President, who had been a governor before and had done well for Akwa Ibomites.
Well, a lot seems to be happening in Edo State. That's the political scene where, from resumption of duty of reinstated Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu to preparation ahead of the polls and resignation of Secretary to the state government by Sir Agie to pursue his political aspiration and subsequent appointment of new SSG by the state governor Godwin Obaseki. Now we begin with the recent video released by the reinstated Deputy Governor of Edo State Philip Shaibu announcing his return to office and how it is not sitting well with the Edo State government. Now, in the video broadcast on X on Monday, Mr. Shaibu instructed his staff to also resume duty immediately or face consequences. Few minutes after the broadcast, the Edo State government, in a statement by the Commissioner for Communication and Orientation, Chris Nehigari, asked Mr. Shaibu to stop presenting himself as the Deputy Governor, calling him an impersonator. Now, according to them, the Edo Assembly had appealed the judgment and filed for a stay of its execution pending the determination of the appeal. You would recall that in July, the Federal High Court reinstated Philip Shaibu as Deputy Governor of the state months after his impeachment by the State Assembly. Let's take a look.
Today, I come before you to reiterate my dedication to serving the wonderful people of Edo State. My reinstatement as the Deputy Governor of Edo State is a testament to the divine grace of God Almighty and the steadfast prayer of all Nigerians, for which I am truly grateful. In recent weeks, the Federal High Court in Abuja reinstated me as the Deputy Governor of Edo State, acknowledging the illegality of the impeachment. Upon my arrival in Benin, a tragic event occurred as an assassination attempt was made on my life. Thankfully, the bullet missed its mark. Unfortunately, hit an armed policeman assigned to the APC gubernatorial candidate for the upcoming September 21st election in Edo State. Let us take a moment to remember the fallen officer. May his soul rest in peace. I have been informed that several suspects have been apprehended, some of whom have provided crucial confessional statements. Following my return to office, I have formally requested the governor's approval for the reinstatement of my aides. However, I have yet to receive a response from him. Also, I recently communicated with the governor about my trip to the United States of America to participate in the AFEMA World Congress and to visit our athletes competing in the 2024 Olympics in Paris, France. Today, I am issuing a clear directive to all staff within the Deputy Governor's office whom have not yet returned to work to resume forthwith. Failure to comply will result in appropriate sanctions. In line with the judgment, the office of the Deputy Governor was never vacant. In this regard, all transactions that would have been done in my absence remain illegal, null and void, and of no effect whatsoever. I want to make it known that any bank conducting business with the office of the Deputy Governor of Edo State without my explicit approval does so at its own risk. Nevertheless, I want to reassure my dear people of Edo State that I am back in my role as the Deputy Governor of Edo State, ready to perform my duties, fulfill my responsibilities, and deliver on the promises of democracy.
Well, we are being joined by a legal practitioner, Barrister Chibong, who will be looking at the legal angle of this development. Hello, Barrister. Well, while we are still trying to establish contact with the barrister, let's look at the electoral matters now. Still in Edo State. Still in Edo State, you know, the preparations are in top gear. I think the barrister is ready for us now. Hello, Barrister Chibong. Are you ready? Barrister Chibong.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Barrister.
Good afternoon, Barrister.
Good afternoon, people.
All right, Barrister. A lot is happening in Edo State. Yesterday, the reinstated Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu, you know, distributed a broadcast online. And I want to ask you, what's the legal angle associated with the case?
Hello, I'm sorry, I didn't get the full question.
Barrister Chibong, can you hear me?
I can't hear you well. There's a noise, there's a clicking sound that's coming from I don't know where.
Okay, it appears like the barrister is not, the network is, you know, fluctuating there. But we'll get back to the barrister as soon as possible. But let's look at the electoral matters. Now, still in Edo State, preparations are in top gear as ahead of the September Edo governorship election scheduled to hold on September 21st, 2024. Now, as political parties intensify campaigns ahead of the Edo polls, the body responsible for conducting the polls, that is the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is equally putting finishing touches to preparations for the conduct of the elections. Last week, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, finally confirmed that a total of 2,629,025 registered voters will exercise their functions for the poll scheduled for September. And giving further breakdown of distribution of the registered voters, the electoral umpire, in a statement by the National Commissioner and Chairman of INEC, also said that of the figure, 1,370,061 are male, while 1,258,964% are female. It also noted that the youths between the ages of 18 to 35 years account for 983,133, that is 37.4%, followed by 914,806 middle-aged persons, and stressing that altogether they constitute 1,897,939 of registered voters in the state. Edo State has 18 local government areas with 192 wards and 2,627 polling units.
Election cannot be conducted in an atmosphere that is devoid from peace. It is in that regard we are constantly meeting with the stakeholders to advise us on ways and means of achieving a peaceful, a fair, a credible election in line with the mission and vision of the Commission.
It's always been our message in NOAA to eschew violence and embrace peace.
The election, governorship election, is coming at a time when there are very visible challenges overwhelming the society, which can become hindrances to the smooth and peaceful conduct of the election.
We are reminded that the electorate are the cornerstone of our democracy. The choices they make will shape the future of the state and nation at large.
Well, Joki, is like all is now set for the election in Edo State in September.
Yes, I mean, already with their statistics, I'm sure they are actually ready. But we also want to point out that some of the places in this particular state, people have been complaining about the road network and how the electoral materials will get to most people in these localities. So I just hope that they're also putting that into consideration as they're doing this. And we also have news that they have the state secretary to state government resigned and said he wanted to run for deputy governor. Yeah. So that's also things that they have put together, and I'm actually glad, honestly, because now we see that there's going to be a new dispensation, and with the work that he has done in office as secretary to state government, he is going to do the same for the people of Edo State.
All right, Jackie, last time when we had the governorship election, we had 14 candidates vying for that governorship seat. And out of the 14 candidates, we had 12 male and then 2 female. This time around, we have 17 people that are vying for that position, and we have 1 female. It's actually worrying that women are not really contesting or vying for positions of authority, don't you think so?
Well, we can say that. At some point we can actually say that, but I also want to believe that they have a reason why they are pulling the brakes on running for office, because they look at the crowd out there, how are they going to perceive them on these seats. But they should also know that they have the right to contest as women and as citizens of the nation. So it's not out of place for them to want to contest for that seat. And they should not feel discouraged that there is a whole crowd of men who are vying for the seats. Oh, I'm the only female. No, no, they can actually go for it.
Well, I look forward to a time that will go beyond the fanfare, because this is when you have political, political campaigns and all those happening, you see women with uniform, or should I call it ashebi? So I look forward to a time that women will go beyond wearing ashebi, cheerleaders, and actually contesting for that position. Already we have a bill in the House of, in the National Assembly, which is trying to exclude certain numbers of seats for legislative seats specifically for women. And I feel that if this bill sees the light of day, it will actually help, in we women achieving the 35% affirmative action, Choki.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, I think we're joined by the barrister right now. Hello, barrister. Okay, well, moving on from that, I guess we're going to go to Rivers State, where the political scene, as we thought, was kind of fresh and people were enjoying. Well, we have news that a bombing action took place at the Action People's Party, APP, Secretariat in Rivers. And this has elicited fears in the already heated political scene. So a devastating dynamite explosion ripped through the Action People's Party, APP Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Rivers State in the early hours of Monday, sparking fears of escalating political violence. Now, the blast occurred amidst speculations of a potential defection of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his supporters to the APP. Meanwhile, the Action People's Party, APP, while briefing journalists on Monday, has condemned the alleged bombing of the state secretariat in Rivers State, labeling it an act of terrorism. The spokesman of the opposition, Ikenga Ugochinyere, is pointing fingers at politicians in Abuja, calling on President Tinubu to intervene. Let's look at it.
Just as civilized people, we try not to be violent. But if anybody, those who have done this, have thought that this would deter us, unfortunately, it has given us more resolve to go on to do what we're supposed to do, because it's a clear indication of defeat on their side. It's a clear indication that we are doing the right thing, and we will not be deterred in any form at all. This barbaric act, these uncivilized act of people who think that they are reservoirs of violence, who think that they are reservoirs of knowledge, who think that Rivers State must cateau whatever they want or whatever they interact. We have come to change the narrative. Whether anybody likes it or not, one thing that is constant in life is change. But the beauty of it is that the people are against them. The time is against them. Most importantly, God is against them.
It's really a sad day for democracy. We condemn it in its strongest term, the act of bombing our Rivers State chapter secretariat. It is a heinous act. It is an act of terrorism. It is a treasonable act. We are all aware of what is happening in Rivers State, that it is all about seizing the treasury of Rivers State. We know this is not the first time this act of terrorism is happening. We have had incidents of bombing before. We are calling upon Mr. President, the heads of security agencies, to go after these criminal elements whose interest is to instill fear, instill violence in Rivers State.
The truth of the matter is that PDP is emptied into APP. They're totally empty. And the earlier they understand that, the better for them. We are not deterred in any way. We're only asking that the governor of Rivers State, he's been doing well, and he swore an oath to uphold the laws of this land, to defend life and property, and he's doing that. We'll ask him to ensure and call on the security apparatus to do the needful.
We as a party, we are not deterred. We are sure that they are getting the signal of Rivers people joining our party in preparation for the forthcoming local government election. And they want to undermine this good policy of the amiable governor of Rivers State, who wants to conduct local government election. These people at first, they said that conduct local government election. The governor sets plans in place to conduct local government election. We know how they have been shopping for one order or the other in all the course in the federation, trying to stop the local government forthcoming election. They have seen that they are not able to achieve that. They have resorted to violence. They want to stop the process and the good policies of the governor at all costs.
And the attack is still unclear, but River State Police Commissioner Tunji Disu has assured that the police have launched an investigation into the matter.
Just that as civilized people, we try not to be violent. If anybody, those who have done this, have thought that this would deter us, unfortunately, it has given us more resolve to go on to do what we're supposed to do, because it's a clear indication of defeat on their side. It's a clear indication that we are doing the right thing, and we will not be deterred in any form at all. These barbaric acts, these uncivilized acts of people who think that they are reservoirs of violence, who think that they are reservoirs of knowledge, who think that River State must control whatever they want or whatever they interact. We have come to change the narrative. And whether anybody likes it or not, one thing that is constant in life is change. One thing that is constant in life is change. But the beauty of it is that the people are against them. The time is against them. Most importantly, God is against them.
It's really a sad day for democracy. We condemn it in its strongest term, the act of bombing our River State chapter secretariat. It is a heinous act. It is an act of terrorism. It is a treasonable act. We are all aware of what is happening in River State, that it is all about seizing the treasury of River State. We know this is not the first time this act of terrorism is happening. We have had incidents of bombing before. We are calling upon Mr. President, the heads of security agencies, to go after these criminal elements whose interest is to instill fear, instill violence in River State.
The truth of the matter is that PDP is emptied into APP. They're totally empty. And the earlier they understand that, the better for them. We are not deterred in any way. We are not deterred in any way. We're only asking that.
Oh, Joki, what is happening in River State is really saddening. I'm afraid that this might lead to voter apathy during the exercise.
Well, we can expect that, or then the people will have to trust in the presidency to resolve their issues, because this is democracy. I mean, it's governments for the people, by the people, and for the people. So if a sitting governor decides that this is what is best for my people, I'm sure he is exercising his rights according to the definition of democracy, that is for the people. So he can serve them the way best for him, because looking at the party crisis happening already, he feels that it is going to distort his governance. So I'm thinking that this is actually the way he thinks the people will actually benefit from his government.
Well, I'm actually happy that the police have it under control. The area has been cordoned off, and investigation has commenced, and hopefully if the perpetrators are brought to book, I'm sure it will go a long way to restore the confidence of the electorate with regards to the polls that is coming up, Joki.
Yes, exactly. Now, linking this to the national chairman actually said that he's linking this to the upcoming elections, the upcoming local government elections for October 5th. Now, that is going to cause a distortion in the election. That can actually be a way of saying that the people, the opposition party are against this particular move. But we cannot, as a people, just decide that, oh, this is not the best, because he is sitting, he's on that seat. He knows what the people want. He wants to do what is best for the people. So I think they should allow him to do what is best for his people.
All right, let's hope that the situation is under control.
Exactly.
So before we go, and we'll go on a short break, we'll be right back.
1 hour of your daily dose of news from around the world.
Whether it's a diplomatic breakthrough, a humanitarian crisis, or a scientific discovery, Global Digest gives you a deeper understanding of the world around you. Join me, Alma Marcus. Let's stay ahead of the curve with conversations that are shaping our planet at 11 a.m. on DSTV, channel 258, and on Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs. only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager and the bank executive, they are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
Welcome to the Niger Delta, a region of incredible beauty and stark contrast. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich cultural heritage, this is a place where history and modernity collide. But beneath this serene surface lies a story of struggle and resilience. The Niger Delta is the lifeblood of Nigeria's economy, home to vast oil reserves that fuel the nation, yet it is a land where the people fight for their share of the wealth. Join us on the program Niger Delta Today as we explore the heart of the Niger Delta, discover the vibrant cultures, the struggles for environmental justice, and the stories of the people who call this place home. This is the Niger Delta, a land of contrast, a story of resilience, a journey of hope. Don't miss our exclusive series, Niger Delta Today, every day at 12 noon, only on ADBN TV. Witness the untold stories, experience the journey, be part of the change.
It is Groovy Mono, aka the Steve Prince.
Yo, what's up? It's Big Shags. I'm in London.
Hey guys, I'm Princess Jekoko. My name is Mutale Mwanza, the Queen of Zambian Media.
My name is Grand Prince Itech. Hi guys, my name is Baj Adibule. I'm an actor and a filmer.
Hello guys, I'm Falagade Banks.
My name is Kelechi Amadiobi, photographer, storyteller.
My name is Lanradi Dura, I'm an actor.
My name is Chidi Mokime.
Hi, my name is Uche Uba.
It's Tobe Season.
I'm a Stems.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, I am Jimmy. You can call me the Entertainer.
My name is Esio Dometa. I am an actor and a film producer.
My name is Sobi Kubala.
Hi. My name is Julius the Genius. I would give a shout out to ADBN.
Big shout out to ADBN TV.
You're watching ADBN.
And you are watching.
Keep watching ADBN TV.
And this is ADBN TV.
And this is a shout out to ADBN TV. Keep watching, don't switch the dial.
Shout out to ADBN. Keep watching, love.
And you are watching ADBN TV.
Shout out to ADBN TV. I've got one thing for you. Make sure you keep watching ADBN TV.
And shout out
to ADBN TV.
Shout out to ADBN TV. Don't touch the dial.
And you're watching
ADBN TV. Keep watching ADBN TV.
And I'm shouting out to ADBN TV.
They're watching ADBN TV.
Keep watching ADBN TV. This is where to be.
And you're watching ADBN.
A shout out to
ADBN TV.
And shout out to ADBN TV. Keep watching.
And you're watching ADBN TV.
Keep watching ADBN TV.
Right now you are checking out ADBN TV. One time.
ADBN. Keep watching. I love you and kisses.
Keep watching ADBN.
And a special shout out to ADBN. Keep doing what you're doing, guys.
Please don't touch that dial.
Stay groovy.
Hey Bobby.
Ha!
It's a shout out to ADBN.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Welcome back. It's still Niger Delta Today, an Advocate Broadcasting Network. You can watch us on Star Times, channel 140, and on DSTV, channel 258. Now let's move to other matters. Nigeria's civil service has a new leadership. Now with the swearing of Esther Wilson Jack as the head of civil service of the Federation by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now the swearing-in ceremony took place during a valedictory session held in honor of the immediate past head of service, Folashade Yemi's son in Abuja on Monday. After the swearing-in, Mrs. Wilson Jack promised to build on existing reforms and bring innovations and creativity to the service, while the former head of service, Yemi's son, tasked civil servants to be professional in their duties. Since the announcement, congratulatory messages have been pouring in, including one from Rivers State, where the Rivers State Governor, Sasinalayi Fubara, has appreciated President Tinubu for appointing Dem Didi Esther Wilson Jack, adding that her distinguished and exceptional public service career will inspire many young girls in the state to strive to achieve great heights in their lives. Wilson Jack, born on August 27, 1966 in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, holds a bachelor's degree in law from the University of Lagos and was called to bar in 1987.
I feel very humbled. I'm very grateful to Mr. President. I know that, in fact, I can't even describe how I feel, but one thing I know for sure, I'm very, very grateful to Mr. President for the confidence and trust that he has reposed in me in appointing me as the head of the civil service of the Federation. I see it as a divine assignment, and I have had the opportunity to assure Mr. President that by the grace of God, I will not disappoint him. The civil servants, well, what I would say is that I come as a servant of all to work together with not only the permanent secretaries, but also the directors and the entire civil service to enable us deliver on the renewed hope agenda.
Mr. President has made the handing over from one outgoing head of service to another very, very seamless, and this is very, very well appreciated. The incoming head of service has had some weeks, with me in the office, learning the ropes, and I'm sure that now she's ready to go. And we thank Mr. President for this. And also, we had a good time chatting with Mr. President, sharing his vision for the country and especially for the civil service with the incoming head of service.
Anjoki, what does this mean for the girl child?
Well, I am excited. You can see I'm already smiling. Now, the thing is that Esther Jack has paid her dues. She has paid her dues in the civil service. So I know that she's going to do great, because looking at her track record is serving Nigeria and all. It's good, it's perfect, it's okay. So I know she's going to deliver. Now for the girl child out there, I want to tell you that you can do it, honestly. You know we were talking about a few minutes ago how women are saying they don't want to go into politics, like we saw.
Of course.
Yes. But now we've seen that a woman out there is doing this, and you can do it. I'm telling you, you can actually do it. It is not, yes, it's going to take time, it's going to take dedication, it's going to take hard work, it's going to take all of that. But at the end of the day, it is possible.
And you know that the civil service is actually the engine room that lubricates governance when it comes to governance in the country.
Exactly.
So having a woman in that position of authority is actually, a welcome development, and it will inspire other young ladies and even we women that are also aspiring to get to that position, and know that you can do it. All it takes is hard work, dedication, commitment. And I also want to add that any time a woman gets to that peak or pinnacle of her career, she should do well to ensure that she doesn't close the door on other women that are coming up, so that they will not say, when this person was there, she was a woman, what did they do? Yes. So you've shut the door on other women that might be aspiring for that position. But if you perform excellently, like the president commended the former head of civil service. I'm sure because she performed excellently, she opened the door for the other woman that came in, who is Wilson Jack. So it's actually a welcome development.
Yeah, exactly. The sky is big enough for all of us to fly. Now let's turn our attention to Bayelsa State, where the paramount ruler of Opolo community, His Royal Highness Moniman Enia, is urgently calling on the Bayelsa State government to intervene in a deadly land dispute between the Opolo and the Okutukutu communities in Yenagoa local government area. Now, according to him, the ongoing conflict has already claimed the lives of 2 people and resulted in the destruction of several properties. The clash, which stems from a long-standing disagreement over ancestral boundaries, turned violent recently, leading to the deaths and widespread destruction of homes and shops. The paramount ruler also emphasized the need for security agencies to respect and enforce existing court orders related to the land dispute. He accused some security personnel of neglecting their duties, which he believes has contributed to the escalation of violence. Let's have a look.
In 2015, while we are thinking of what next to do, we decided to approach the court again in an attempt to do what? To have a judgment of execution so that we can go on and open up our boundary. And while the government surveyors from the Surveyor General's office were uncovering the land in company of 65 policemen in executing the Supreme Court judgment by demarcating the boundaries marks of Kobede bush owned by Opolo community, members of Okutukutu and Itigwe communities forcefully again entered the Kobede bush armed with machetes and other dangerous weapons and attacked the government surveyors, killed one of them by name Surveyor Robert Eddy, and inflicted serious bodily harm on Surveyor Nabot Alazia in an attempt to also kill him. That act incapacitated Surveyor Nabot till date. We have gotten the judgment of the Supreme Court. We have gone to the court again to apply for an execution of that judgment, which was granted. We said, government, now that you made an attempt and these people came and killed even your own surveyors, why don't you beef up your security and re-establish that boundary? Thereafter, once a boundary has been clearly demarcated, even the blind will be able to know that he's entering a ditch and that ditch is separating between him and that of Upolo. So at that point, we can now take steps in prosecuting one after the other. The steps we have taken is not fighting. It's the continuous reporting to the police. As I speak to you, our petition is before the Commissioner of Police again. We hope that he acts, and we believe that the Commissioner of Police is a gentleman and he will act accordingly. That is the extent we can go, because we cannot resort to self-help.
Well, so far, disputes like this keep on happening, and I hope that the security agencies are on ground and all hands are on deck to make sure that this is not, like this doesn't go farther than it has already. Because 2 people dead already, no, that's a cause for concern.
You know, boundary disputes are actually dicey situations. I come from a community that constantly have this boundary dispute. I'm from Ikorodo. Ikorodo is in Ika local government area of Akwa Ibom State. There's always this back and forth when it comes to the boundary here. Just one small disagreement between brothers and sisters could escalate, and then they bring in the issue of boundary. And I'm sure there was a time they had a major crisis and the whole community was burnt down. Properties were destroyed, houses were destroyed. So for me, I feel this should be addressed urgently, because I could go back, assess my village, I could not even recognize the community. Wow. I couldn't recognize my village, the houses. A lot of people have to come back and start building again. So when it comes to boundary issues like that, issues that should be handled tactically, they should be very careful about how boundary disputes are settled. I wish that the federal government will also come into it to sort out this issue.
They actually should, because even when it comes to the closed circuit families, where there is a small disagreement between brothers and sisters, and it sparks up a whole lot of emotions and everything. I just hope that this one here will be curbed right now before it goes further than it has.
All right, Joki, let's take a look at this special feature on boat making. You can go away.
In most African countries, especially the ones at the seaside, traditional boat making is a job they are born into, a tradition they uphold all through their lives. It becomes an identity for them, and all over the region, they are recognized for their expertise in that craft. The workers here are mainly of the male gender, from the ages of 16 to 50, working with manual hand tools. But the practice is not one that comes easy to anyone who is interested. The profit margin, the capital necessary for the business, and the overall man hours spent in making one boat can leave you reconsidering your interest in the craft.
And they are young, but they are 180,000. You may feel like you medium, you will him. I make bigger one. We and Yaga, you wasn't. I don't want to know I'm going by your idea. You wasn't. And one woman, I won't be going on of it. I opened the 50,000. I use 80,000. I don't want I don't borrow. I don't want to use and come out for come young boss and I'm with him. This I was on to my bar.
According to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, the average life expectancy of Nigerians as of 2022 is 55.2 years. And for these fishermen and the people living in coastal areas, the margin grows even slimmer as their occupational hazards could be life-threatening. Therefore, it is necessary that the boats these dwellers use for their travel and business are of good standard in order to avert disasters.
I'm going to be speaking with people who make boats, people who sell fishes, people who live in this area. They're going to be telling us everything they do and what makes them unique in the Niger Delta region.
It is just a few hours past 10 a.m. Local people are going about their daily businesses at the shore. It is an idyllic setting, pleasant and peaceful. This is the Ishias River Market in Uran local government area of Akwa Ibom State, a haven for the locals and a major protein market for seafood lovers. From prawns to croakers and big catfishes, the Ishias Market is one of the major markets for pescatarians. As versatile as they are in the fish business, that is how versatile their craftsmanship is in boat making. This is Mr. Bassi. He's been a boat maker for the past 35 years of his life, and just like any other boat maker in this locality, the practice was passed down to him by his father, who made a living on the coast.
This is a boat. It is used to catch fishes in the sea. Wood and nails, saw and hammer, as well as fire, are the materials used in making a boat. My father taught me this craft. He is late now, but this practice lives on in our region. I am currently kneeling these woods. Water does not enter through the wood because these woods are of high quality, and more so, other materials are put in between the woods to prevent water from getting in. A little bit of bitumen is rubbed at the back of the boat, and plastic takeaway plates from events as well are burned. They are used as glue at the back of the boat, all to prevent water. The work is a noble one. It is one where if the government asked us to make them or supported us in making them, they would fetch us a lot of money.
Used for boat making as well as for roofing of houses. Their business also has an impact on their finances as they have to rent the boat going to the forest, bracing up to incur any additional cost should anything happen to the boat while they are away.
Okay, the problem is that we go learn boat from here. We will get cutlass and we can use cutlass and axe. Then we will use the panel. I think we can paddle the boat to the of our sea. Then we enter the bush. We saw them. We cut them into these pieces. When we brought that down, we brought it outside here. Then we sold to the buyers. When buyer buy it and they put it for the sale.
Like this wood now, how much are you going to sell them?
700.
How much do you sell this wood?
At this particular one, maybe we say 800 now each.
800 naira for each wood?
Yes.
So like one person can buy like how many? Every day. How many woods do you sell? How many times do you go to the forest?
Like this one, only this one we went yesterday. Then we brought it today. Like this one, this is 28. So because one person will buy it. Yes.
And so that's your profit?
Yes. And after that, we pay the boat rent. We all share it.
So you rent the boat every day?
Yes.
So the business is good for you. Are you getting enough money from this business? Or
we got.
You're just trying your best?
Yes.
A boat made with quality materials can last up to 10 years if maintained properly. Over here in this shop, Mr. Adam's specialty is in fastening the woods together with a special nail set they call afiakok, which translates to mean white money. The name was given as this is the only material in the boat making process that is sourced artificially and plays a major role in making of a boat. His shade is made of thatch and wood. Just a little something to protect him from the rain and the scorching sun of the day when he does his work.
This is my workplace. I make boats for fishermen. I make this shelter to protect me from the sun and rain. The nails is usually 2 inches or 3, and they serve as fasteners for the wood. There is no alternative to this tool. This is the only material that can hold separate pieces of wood together. Plastic helps too, but this is better. Plastic serves as glue. The business makes money occasionally. Most days it's dry, other days it makes you good money.
After the fastening with nails and clamps, styrofoam plates and styrofoam materials are then burnt into liquid, and this liquid serves as glue for the woods used in making the boats. This is to prevent water from entering through the little holes the nail could not cover. These boats are much larger than the other boats, and it is the same process of making the smaller ones that is used in making these larger ones. These ones are used in the transportation of cargoes, mammal-sized fishes, baggage transportation, as well as human transportation. They have the capacity of carrying hundreds of people at a time, as well as loads. people just arrived from the fish market in the neighboring village, and I needed to know how strong these boats are on the water. Ordinarily, paddles are used to move the boats on the water, but this boat had an engine fastened to its back, which propels the boat forward without much human energy.
So typically on a daily, these people use this as a means of transportation in this region to catch the fish, to travel, and of course just to enjoy life on the water. And my very first ride on the boat is coming to an end, and I can tell you it was quite an experience. I'm happy to be on shore at the moment. All right, so I'm going to be speaking with him, and he's going to tell me how he does his business every single day.
According to my rider, the business is more laborious than it is profiting. So he prefers to do it just once daily so he can focus on other ventures that would bring him money.
Riding this boat is not stress for me. Every day, through and through, I take them to get fish at the next market, Akwapa. When they return, they pay me, and that will be all. Each day, I get 3,000 naira from them, and I make 15,000 from this weekly. I do this work all day of the week except Sundays. I go just once daily, just so that I can rest till tomorrow. Whoever wishes to go again would have to go on special hire, and I charge differently on that. Other than that, I am done for the day. I maintain the boat daily by cleaning inside the boat, and I also watch the algae at the bottom of the boat till it's dried up, so when the women come to use it tomorrow, it won't be slippery.
As the sun sets over the Niger Delta, it casts a golden glow on a tradition that has stood the test of time. The art of boat making here is more than just a craft. It is a legacy passed down through generations, a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the communities that call this unique region home. As we leave the waters of the Ishiet market, we carry with us a profound appreciation for the boat makers who shape these vessels and in turn their community's economy. Their enduring spirit is a beacon of cultural pride, a reminder that even in a rapidly changing world, some traditions are far too precious to be lost. Simple Iwat, reporting for Niger Delta Today.
Interesting reports there from Simple Iwat, but next time please endeavor to put on your life jacket. Well, we've come to the end of the program today. See you tomorrow for another interesting package of Niger Delta Today. I am Sifwan Ode, and I also have with me
Jochebed Ibanga.
All right, bye for now.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, they are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Bonigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.